Hello, everybody, and welcome to Letterboxbookclub. My name is Mackenzie,
And my name is Claire.
and if you are new here, then this is a wonderful episode for you. And if you are old here, then that's okay.
Our opinions have changed.
Yes, controversial. So today we have a very special episode for you all, celebrating the end of the financial year, if you will.
Effie, Offie,
EOFie.
Effie.
EOFuckYeah. We're just, we're in our new era. So we thought we'd just reintroduce ourselves, look back on where we began, where we've been, where we don't want to go again.
Oh.
You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we have some questions. It's like question fun time.
And a bit of a yap, maybe. Tangents
Bit
here
of a
and
yap.
there.
I love a yap and a tangent.
Yeah.
We'll have a natural tangento, if you will.
She's just coming up with anything and then just adding, if you will, at the end of it. If you will.
Yeah, so, if you will. I was actually listening to a podcast the other day, a horror podcast. It's like something chicks and flicks. Anyway, they're really cool. I really like them.
Mm-hmm.
But they were also making fun of themselves because they were talking about fun facts about this movie. And they kept saying, and what's really interesting about that, and what's really interesting about that, and what's really, like stuff like that is really funny.
Yeah.
So my equivalent is, if you will.
If you will, yeah. Like, what other sort of sentence do you have that follows that, you know?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it could still actually be interesting. Like, it's legit. It's not just like a coping sentence. It's like,
yeah,
but it is interesting though.
Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, I'll start. Let's kick off with who we are and why we started this podcast.
All right, take it away.
So I am Mackenzie, and I am 28 years of age. And I was 25 when we started this.
I do not make me do quick maths right now. I know it's not that bad.
The frontal lobe had developed.
Yeah.
And we decided.
With our fully frontal developed lobe.
With our fully functioning brains. Well, you tell me who you are first, because I don't know who you are.
Oh, okay, sorry. Hi, my name is Claire. I'm also 28 years old.
Oh my god, well, I thought you were going to be like, I'm also mentally unstable.
Oh, no. What? But you never said that, though.
I know.
Never established. And I, too, have a drinking problem. No.
Hi, Claire.
This is Books Anonymous. Book Addicts Anonymous. Also 28 years old. We've done this podcast 4 years? Wait, 21? It was 21, right?
21, yeah. It was Valentine's Day 21.
Yeah, so 4 years now.
But really, we had recorded in 2020.
Yeah, we started the recording process quite late in 2020. Yeah, around like November. I have the old recordings on my like hard drive somewhere. I can definitely pull up like dates and stuff, but I can't be bothered. I don't think it's really that interesting. But yeah, we did start the pre-recording process. Yeah, way before we posted.
Yeah, we've been through a few iterations, keeping it fresh, keeping it fancy.
Yeah, with the like Instagram covers and everything, and like our video styles for like YouTube, that's evolved a little bit. We're always trying to like improve those sort of elements every year or so. Not to say that our designs are boring, but like sometimes you just need to switch it up a little bit. And I really like our new profile picture as well. It's really cute. I think we've been like relatively quote unquote faceless for so long, but it's nice to have like the cartoon sort of versions of us. It's cute and adorable. And it seems to be a vibe for a lot of podcast and bookish content creators as well, having that sort of profile aesthetic as well. So it's nice to kind of really be a part of it, and still relatively humanly
I feel like
faceless.
it's still like we still have that kind of anonymity. It's really funny. Like, I was talking to someone the other day, and they were talking about TikTok, and I said something about like, oh yeah, I made this joke about the Queen dying, and like I got me and my friend like on our podcast got all these likes or whatever, and they're like, what? And I was like, Yeah, I've been doing a podcast for 3 years, and it's so funny. Like, no one really in like my immediate like life knows about it, but like we have pretty consistent views and stuff online, and we reach like a pretty good audience.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, like I have like my cousins and like even my dad's fiance and stuff every now and be like, "Oh, how's the podcast going?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's going.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all right." I think yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of shy about it. I don't know. It's
mm,
weird how it's one of those like internet phenomena things where like you're saying all this crazy stuff on the internet and like, internet's forever and everything, digital
yeah,
footprint, blah blah blah, but it's like you still don't want to tell the people around you about it.
yeah, exactly.
And it's just so funny. But they have every opportunity to just like jump on and have a listen. Like it's out there. Like they can do that, but they still want to ask
Yeah,
me how it's going, which is nice. It's weirdly supportive in that way, even though they're not actively listening. Because we joke about, we'll tell our friends and family, but at the same time, please don't listen.
yeah, um, yeah. And so we started this podcast because, like the rest of the world, we were in COVID and stuck, and we were on. We ended up on Book Talk, and we saw A Court of Thorns and Roses,
You
and we
started
both.
before me though. You were like you
I
peer
did. I read
pressured
all of
me.
them before you read.
You're
Yeah,
like, you have to read this book. I'm like, all right. Then you're like, Claire, you have to read this book. I'm like, all right.
yeah. I feel like, yeah, and for both of us, like we read a lot as teenagers and stuff, but we'd kind of hit that lull. And then it just reignited this flame inside of my butt that pushed me onwards.
Specifically, that specific
Yeah,
orifice.
yes. No, A Court of Thorns and Roses, yeah, say what you will about it, but it holds a special place in my heart,
Yeah.
and it started this journey, and it was amazing. And we named ourselves Letterbox Book Club because we were still in and out of lockdowns because
hmm
Victoria, Australia, shout out.
Specifically, the
So
Melbourne region, one of like
yeah,
the harshest lockdowns kind of ever.
yeah. So I would deliver books into Claire's letterbox, and she would read them, and then she would return them to my letterbox.
Uh huh. Yeah, which is
Yeah,
which is
and we're
quite
going
cute.
to get to the next part, but someone sent me a voice message, so I'm going to listen to it really quickly. Hang on.
It's all right. No, I still
You'll have to
got.
cut this out.
Yeah, it's okay. I still got more yapping to do. You're good. Cool, cool. I was just gonna say, I think in a lot of respect, ACOTAR was really the gateway for a lot of people to pick up reading again. And despite, yeah, opinions, and especially now, like, I'm sure my opinions of ACOTAR have changed since reading it, but, like, in the moment, wait, you're gonna stand by it with your whole chest. In the moment, yeah, it was just, like, such an escape, and it was just such, like, a fun fantasy series as well. And yeah, really ate it up in the moment. And I think like a lot of other bookish sort of content creators or podcasters would probably say the same, where Akatal, yeah, was really that stepping stone to like more bookish content things and yeah, getting back into reading and getting a lot of people, I guess, through the pandemic in some respects. And yeah, and it's just no different for us as well. Like we got it, or you, and then you passed it on to me, and then we just opened up the book space and started reading a lot more because of it. And like that's just awesome that a lot of people have that sort of similar experience as well. Like it's not just a unique thing, and Akatar in its respects has brought so many people together and so many like and brought I guess the whole book talk community together as
The
well.
only downside to Akatar,
Is what?
I'm going to get myself cancelled,
No, who
is
cares?
the actors at bookish balls.
Oh yeah. No, they're cringy as fuck. I will say that they're cringy as hell. Yeah. I've always thought like no shade to the balls. Good on to the people who like organize it and set it up because it's always dreams of people to go to these sort of masquerades slash fantasy balls and like no one wants to
Yeah,
do the hard work, but props to the people who want to do the hard work. But at the end of the day, everyone wants to be the main character. You can't just like not have the folks who are buying the tickets not have that moment as well.
yeah,
Like none of this Disney character nonsense.
yeah. Exactly. Like, let everyone have their main character moment.
Yeah, everyone's gonna it's just gonna be contentious, and then people develop a complex. And I remember specifically this one book talk guy, everyone's like, oh, he looks like Reese, and then he milked it for all that it was worth, you know? And the guy who like looks like Tamlin, or he could be seen as like a Tamlin sort of person, and it's like, yeah, they're gonna milk it for all it's worth. But yeah, no, I agree with you with the ACOTAR balls in particular. Unnecessary. Could have just had, a fun ball where everyone just like dresses up. Who cares if 12 people want to dress up as Nesta or Feyre or whatever? Like, let them express themselves accordingly.
And that sort of went into our second little topic here about what was our first book? Have we ever re-listened? / what do we think? And our first book that we released was ACOTAR. I think I re-listened like a long time ago. After it first came out, like I listened, and then I re-listened again. I haven't re-listened since, but I also know that like for those first few books, like we were both so nervous, and didn't like want to stir the pot or say anything.
Yeah, that's just me in general.
Controversial.
That's just me in general as well.
And the way we spoke about books is we just went like plot, and then this happened, and then this happened, and it was fun, and then this happened.
Yeah. Sometimes, as I think you've said once before, when the book isn't as interesting, you just plot pad and you just talk about what happened and not necessarily how you feel or how it resonated with you or whatever, just to like pass the time. But I suppose it's the first episode. You're still trying to find your niche, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to structure things and how, you talk about media as such. And like, I've never been in a book club before, even though we joke this is the two-person book club. And like, so I don't know if there's any sort of particular, way it's structured or how questions or whatever is presented amongst everybody to discuss. Like, we just do it on the fly. And then you learn as you go, and then you find something, or you just do whatever the hell you want.
And you know what? That's the beauty. It's our podcast. We can do what we want.
Yeah. I feel like we talk... not to say deeply is not the best word, but like, I think we talk enough about themes and symbolisms and like metaphors and stuff. Like, we recognize those things, and we have a good balance between that and plot. And like, maybe sometimes we can be too over analytical, and other times we're probably just not analytical enough. Again, it really depends at the end of the day how we feel. Like, if I'm not interested in a book, I'm probably not going to be analytical, but I'm going to be critical of what I didn't enjoy.
Exactly. I feel exactly the same. Yeah, if I enjoyed a book, then I'm going to look into it deeper, but if I didn't, then whatever.
Yeah, we just be like, they went and stole the treasure, and then that's it.
Yeah. Alright, what has been...
Wait, I was gonna... Wait, oh. I haven't even listened to it. I haven't gone back and listened to our first episode because, one, I'm just, like, scared of the quality. Ever since we got, like, we upgraded our mics, then my stupid fucking little headset. I'm just, I just don't want to... I don't know, I just haven't gone back and listened to it. And maybe I just don't want to. Oh, yeah, alright, give me a quick rundown. And, like, as I said earlier, like, I feel like if I had a chance to reread sort of ACOTAR again, I'm sure my opinions have changed, but I think maybe it's just, like, the influence of the internet has changed my opinion more so than my own, but in the moment, it's great. I recently, actually today at work, one of the girls said that she's just finished reading ACOTAR, and she really enjoyed it. Well. I'm just here in the corner, like, trying to get more information, but she's like, I liked it. She didn't really give too much away. It's giving, like, when you say it's a book. But, like, she did enjoy it. She jokingly said this is, like, the third book she's ever read in her life, which is ironic because our work involves a lot of reading of words and things and emails, so, like, it's quite funny that she hasn't read much of a book. But I forgot to ask her if she's going to continue on with the series, but I hope she does. Because I even mentioned
You're like, here, I've got 25 other books by the same author that you need to read.
Yeah, you also need to
understand the world.
Exactly. After this, you need to read Throne of Glass in this order, and then you got to read Crescent City. No, but it was funny. Like, I remember in my interview for this place, like, they asked, like, what I did and, like, hobbies and stuff, and I said reading, and then she asked me, oh, like, Like, what have you read? Anything like popular, or maybe even at that time she
And
was
you're
still
like, just
reading.
porn.
Sorry,
You're like, just porn.
just porn. Yeah, totally. No, I think even at that point she said she was reading Akata, so I'm glad that it took her fucking 3 months or 2 months to get it done. But it is what it is. But no, that was funny. Yeah. And then like I'm sitting there thinking like I don't think we're there yet because like as much as I like to tell people, have a bit of a bookish podcast, yeah, I'm quite shy about it and I'm relatively new in this workplace and I don't want that side of,
Yeah.
Although there is one
Sometimes I wish that like we'd use like a pseudonym because then I could just be like, oh, have you heard this podcast?
Or you try and do some cheeky advertising yourself.
Yeah.
The thing is, there is this one coworker where I actually have gone to the point where like I like them and I trust them enough to like be like I have a podcast, but she's just so loud and like I feel like she would just tell everybody. Anyway, and I'd be like, no, stop it. But yeah, maybe one day we'll get to that point in my workplace relationship with my coworkers to be like, hey, this is a thing. But probably not. If my friends and family aren't really too into it, then I'm not going to trust work friends, I guess. Work colleagues at this point. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever go back. The only time, or actually, this is funny to say, sometimes when I can't sleep and I'm in a weird mood, I will go back and watch or listen to some of the old TikToks that I've made with some like the statements depending on which book. And it's like, it's a nice little nostalgia / remembrance sort of kick. But I don't think I'd ever go back and actually re-listen to Akata in its entirety.
Yeah.
Or our episode, sorry.
What have been our top 3 favourite books that we've covered?
You go first. I yapped a little bit too much.
Okay, that's okay. So, I'm putting like the series that we've done, like Crescent City, Throne of Glass, Akata,
House of Night.
12 episodes in a row. God, we're insane.
We thought we were doing something. We were doing too much.
I feel like I've got the cat's eating my hair.
Oh no, yeah, that cat is abusing you. What the hell?
What is...
Yeah,
now she stops.
What's her name? Oh, there she is.
Cleopatra.
Ah, Cleopatra, lovely.
Okay, so I'm putting all the series aside because I have like favorite books within the series, so I want to keep it straight.
Okay.
So this is still really hard. You've reached Sam.
That's always your number one, your go-to. You haven't read the other one, have you?
Not yet.
There's the adjacent one.
Yeah. And then it's tied for Reminders of Him, and They Both Die at the End.
Yeah. That's pretty solid. Now, what do all these books have in common? They're incredibly fucking sad. She's a depressed girly.
Then I can't pick between Dance of Thieves and Vow of Thieves.
Yes.
Yeah, so good. I'll never forget. So good. And then, special shout out, my favourite fanfic that we've read.
Oh, here we go. Manacled.
Is Manacled.
Don't need a drum roll for that.
Yeah.
Oh, you just reminded me. Said coworker who I said that would tell everybody about the podcast. I asked her to read Manacled. I need to know if she's found it yet. I don't think it's on the internet anymore, is it?
No, because it's alchemized now.
Yeah, crap. Anyway.
I have PDF. Do you have PDF?
I don't have the PDF. Oh, wait, no, you sent it to me. You sent it to me.
Yeah.
I tried to get it on my Kindle and then I ended up reading it on just AO3 at the time because it was still available. I'll have to suss. Anyway, my top
Well, I have
3.
it.
Yeah. But, like, you've sent it to me before. I'm just going to have to find the email. Whether it was Poddy email.
Yes, tell me your top 3 right now.
So my top 3, I feel like we've done a couple of these sorts of episodes before, and I feel like my answers may have slightly changed every time. But I've technically have 4, but it's still like a rotating roster of the top 3, you know? Dance of Thieves, always. I loved it so much.
I remember I, didn't want to read it for ages. I was like, because I'm notoriously I don't read the blurbs and stuff. I didn't go into it. I was just like, I think I must have read something, like seen a TikTok or something that like kind of did the plot, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to be into this at all. And I remember you like loved it, and you read it faster than me, and then I read it and I was like, holy shit.
I think that was my first real like book talk influence book as well, because I'm like, we have to read it, Kenzie, please.
And that was your birthday request.
Yeah, my birthday request, and hey, I'm lucky that it pulled through. And it was so good. I think you were also probably sick. It's probably also why it was also reminiscent. You were often. I remember specifically for Vow of Thieves, I was sick for that one, but I think Dance of Thieves maybe you as well. Oh, yeah. But it will just always be a top book to me.
Cousin Jace will always hold a place in my heart.
Yeah, I was just about to say I don't remember anything or their names, and then you just said Cousin Jace. Yeah, no,
and that's all I remember.
Yeah, and then secondly on the list, I had a quick squiz earlier.
I actually think it might have been Kazzy, because I think listening to like the audiobook, you might have been like Kazzy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But Scarred is up there. I liked by Emily Henry. No, not Emily Henry.
Yeah.
Is it Emily
McIntyre?
McIntyre, that's it. Sorry. The Brain Fog, Be Real.
Yes.
No, Scarred was really good because Hooked wasn't really our first dip into like darkish fantasy, was it? Like dark romance? Was that like the kiddie pool equivalent?
I think so. I think that was the kiddie pool, and then we went on to Haunting Underline.
Yeah. But anyway, I really loved that the flip / retelling / not quite retelling.
I thought you were asleep.
Alright, so yeah, just before my mic really dropped out, Kenzie and I have been doing a thing where like we'll start counting down. She'll count one way, I'll count a different way, and it's just funny. Because I never learn.
Okay, I have a question. Okay. When you play the game that involves 3 things, and it goes like dih, dih, dih.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, how do you say it?
Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, how do you say it? I bet it's just paper, scissors, rock.
Scissors, paper, rock.
Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, the real conscientious thing is like, do you go on the last word or do you go after?
Usually go after, because you got to go through the roster, right?
You got to go dun 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 and then reveal.
Yeah.
Option 1, option 2, option 3.
Exactly.
Reveal.
These are your options, and now reveal. Not here's only 2 of them. Reveal on the last one.
Yeah, nah. Like it's always such an awkward thing when 2 people like have misunderstood or miscommunicated that as well. It's just so funny.
It's like when you're saying, like, okay, I'll count down 3, 2, 1, go. It's like, am I going on 1 or am I going on go? Like,
Yeah, I remember once, speaking of like rock, paper, scissors, like I was in a drive-thru once and it was like a dual drive-thru, and I think I was ahead of some of the other person in the left-hand side or whatever, but like we approached it at the same time, and I'm like maybe a little bit of a pushover, but like I'll let people go before me, like I don't really care, it's not that serious. But then one time I offered to do rock, paper, scissors, and then they had a bit of a chuckle and then they let me go. So we should rock, paper, scissors more in drive-thrus or like in lines to see who goes there first.
I was backing out of a car park yesterday, so there was me and then a car and then another car and then the other car, so not the car in the middle, the other car like started to go at the same time, so we both went, both stopped, both went again, both stopped. And then funny. I was like, go, and then they were like, go. I was like, oh my god, so I just went. But yeah.
Or when you're driving and like you're in a narrow road and like you have to slow down because there's a parked car in front of you, and like the same as on the other side with the oncoming traffic, and you both wait to see who's going to go, and like someone will either beep or flash or whatever.
Or sometimes I'm really nice, right? And I'll stop and like let a pedestrian go if it's not a pedestrian crossing or whatever. I'm like, no, like you go, whatever. And I wave someone.
Same.
And they wave me. And I'm like, no, go. And they're like, no, you go. I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, I have right of way. I'm letting you go.
Yeah, it's like, make a fucking decision.
Yeah. Okay.
While we're here on this topic of pedestrians real quick, they have become too comfortable with cars letting them get away with things. It's like I'm so tempted to run people over at this point. Especially during like around parking lots and stuff. Like they just be walking willy-nilly. It's like, bro, I'm driving here. Get out of my fucking way.
Okay.
Anyway,
that's
my grievance.
Skip the next question and go on to the other one.
Wait, I'm not done.
But then come back. Okay, well, when you're done.
Okay, geez, you're trying to really cut this short. I'm trying to like make this a little bit long over here.
Dude, we've been recording for half an hour.
26 minutes, 27 minutes. When I cut all the nonsense out. I'm kidding. There's not a lot of nonsense to cut out, actually. Wait, we need to do stream of conscious sort of thing. Where we're like, no cuts. Just say it with your whole chest.
Yeah.
Anyway, like awkward gaps and all. Yeah. you ducking off to do like dishes or something, or like put something away.
Anyway, so you need to move.
Yep. Anyway, so Scarred's number 2 because of the Lion King iteration of it all, and it was great, and I loved it. Night Circus was 3rd because I just really did enjoy the disjointedness of it. I know you hated it so much, and I say this every single time, but I really enjoyed it, and it's such a shame that you hated my other birthday book recommendation. And then Bride, for obvious reasons. It was great.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
Mainly because it was... Yeah, of course. You learn something new. Excellent tactic. But no, it was also just different to all the other Ali Hazelwood books that we've read before, and everything sort of fell into the same sort of storyline and same structures and everything. Whereas, yeah, Bride was like a great step into the fantasy realm instead of like contemporary romance and stuff, and it was great. Loved it.
Yeah.
Is there the second one's out yet? No.
Of Bride.
Yeah, is it Mate or something?
I haven't heard any news, but...
Oh. I'm afraid to move my mic in case it drops out again, but I wish I could look it up. So there, yeah, that's my rotating top 3 roster. Dance of Thieves, Scarred, The Night Circus, and A Bride. Yeah, I'm not including series because Throne of Glass is a given. I've been seeing a lot of Throne of Glass edits on TikTok lately.
Same.
And I love it.
I've been seeing all the AI like videos as well.
I don't like the AI. I saw one of the Fourth Wing one where
I haven't seen the Fourth Wing.
Violet's on the parapet and she's like, oh, like, you know how they hold the invisible sort of mic sticks and they're like in front of the camera? Something about my mother, one thing you don't know about my mother or something.
Oh, okay.
It's like, no, I don't want to see any of that.
I don't like the idea of it, but if we're not getting an actual like made one,
I get it.
Then I'll accept it.
I mean, yeah, you take what you can get.
Yeah.
No, love it. Alrighty, what's next on your little list?
I'm going to skip the next one and go to the next one, but then come back to this one because I just wrote them in a bad order.
Okay.
On 3, 3, 2, 1, go. After go, what was the worst book we ever covered?
Wait, pause, time out. I know you think you know what I'm going to say, but I think you're going to be wrong.
Okay.
Alright.
And I can't remember the title exactly, but hang on, let me just look up the title and make sure I have the title right.
This is going to be interesting. Imagine if it's the same, though. Honestly, it didn't take me long to realize that this was my answer, though. Wait, I know we have... Alright, Kenzie. Wavelength with me right now, alright?
I'm wavelengthing. Hang on, a child is crying. But keep talking.
Alright.
No.
I know what you think I'm going to say, but it's probably not going to be it, okay? Because that would be obvious, you know?
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Okay. Hang on, I just want to preface as well. I know what I'm going to say. And I think you would say it too, but I think you're going to say something else. But then I also want to say something else, but I'm going to say originally what I think. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to say 3,
right.
2, 1, go.
So on go.
No, after go.
After go. Okay. This is rock, paper, scissors all over again.
3,
after go.
2, 1, go. Bad girl reputation.
Guild.
I knew you were going to say that. That's going to be my second one. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Good, I just had no idea. Like, you could have said anything. You could have said From Blood and Ash. You could have said Good Girl Complex, which I know would have been obvious, but...
That's the one, Good Girl Complex. Not Bad Girl Reputation. Yeah. Bad Girl Reputations.
Have we read something that's called Bad Girl Reputation?
I think it's in the same vein.
I think you've just mixed something up altogether.
What I meant was Good Girl Complex.
Yeah, see, that was going to be obvious. Yeah. Alright, explain your reasoning. I mean, there is kind of no reason. We have an whole
I
episode
can't remember.
on why.
I just remember viscerally not enjoying it, but...
I think it was just because, like... I don't even remember her name, but like something would happen and then she just so happened to be good at or fix whatever the situation is, and it's like we've had no inclination of. I specifically remember her fixing a roof or something.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, "Oh, I grew up on a farm or something. I don't know, it was
Yeah.
something like that." And I was like, "Bitch, no, we would have known by now, you know." So Guild, the first book was promising. That's a lie. I don't think it was even promising. Just because there was just so much threats of sexual violence in the first like handful of books.
Yeah.
And then it just fell off into the tropification of the dark, morally grey character versus, saving like the lost princess.
It went
that sort of thing.
really weird, and then it ended so stupidly.
And yeah, I don't even remember how it ended. That's how memorable it was. And yeah, just like it fell into the tropification of
Guild.
BookTok. Yeah, the Guild, the Plated Prisoner series.
Yeah, it ended.
Like,
Remember,
the whole series
they stayed in the other realm.
Oh yeah, and they just
they were
left
all
the other realm
drinking
to like
wine on
suffer.
like a patio.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, and as I said, it just fell into the tropification of like, and we had read so many books as that series was being released as well, that like, and then this is no fault to the author, because I think genuinely when books are being written at the same time, like two authors could think they have an original idea, though it can be sort of similar. But like the fact that, memory loss is used as a plot device, that's very common now in fantasy books, especially in long series, or they are a lost princess of sorts, or they are semi like imprisoned in castles or whatever, like, and then morally grey character is their love interest, and like they're all soulmates. Is like everything just felt like I'm reading the same book, just different font.
Yeah. And I just felt there were so many like povs and like B plots, and then like that weren't really resolved, or like Queen Melina like had all that stuff and then she died. I was like, well, what was the point?
And Osric had a lot of point of views for really no reason. It really just felt like the author just ran out of story for Aaron and Slade, because there was just so much of the trope of their relationship sort of within the first handful of books anyway. I saw I don't know if it was a TikTok or if it was like a Twitter sort of statement. It's like, it's not like flirting or banter. No, what was it? It's like, no. Authors are confusing characters who are lusting after each other they're confusing it with like bad writing and bad chemistry. I don't know if that makes sense. And that kind of reminded me of the Powerless series as well. I've already forgotten their names, but the two characters there, like, people write about how great the banter is, but like I've always been the number one banter hater for that particular book, because I don't think it's banter. They just want to fuck each other, and like there is no, and they're mistaking the lust for chemistry and tension and stuff. But like, and that's kind of the same with Guild as well, or with the Plated Prisoner series too, in a way. Slade and was very at a time lustful after Aaron, not only because she is gold, but because she is pretty, and it's valid. But yeah, that was mine.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to ask the next question in 1 second.
Okay. And From Blood and Ash was like slowly falling off for me, but I've yet to finish it, and I really do intend on finishing it. It's just going to be a while. But then Good Girl Complex was a standout. Do you have like another worst book sort of in mind that you've covered?
Hunting Adeline.
Oh yeah, you were cooked after that one.
I remember the voice message that we added on to like the end. It's like, hi everyone.
Just to add to your despair. It's like, please don't read it.
Okay.
It's like that TikTok meme, I think it's from Family Guy, of Stewie going, I should get some sleep, and then he starts sobbing.
Oh yeah.
That's you after reading Hunting Adeline.
and manacled after mess after manacled. I think I sent you a voice message after that as well, and I'm just like,
yeah.
ooh.
Yeah. All your sobbing and whimpering after reading books is always a fun voicemail to listen to.
And it's like, I'm not a pretty crier, so like, it's just ugly. Okay.
I don't think anyone really is a pretty crier.
Okay.
You know?
What has been your favourite podcast moment on or off screen, if you will? And like, I want to preface this. This is not like what has been our greatest achievement. Like, this is just like silly, goofy. Like, what's been our funny moment, our favourite moment.
We have enough, but like, I think specifically a couple of weeks ago when you spoiled yourself trying to look up Zodiac Academy things. It was so funny. Yes. Genuine reaction.
And now I've been listening because I'm listening to the 4th book at the moment. I'm halfway through, and it's like I can't enjoy like the character arc of this one particular character as much as I want to because I know that they die. And I'm like,
whereas spoilers motivate me, and I don't know if it motivates anybody else.
I don't know. I like plot spoilers,
but I guess,
off. But like I don't like death spoilers.
Right, yeah, because then it's like, what's the point?
And then the only other like kind of spoilery thing I've seen and that I can share with you, because it's not really a spoiler, it's just like, oh no, like you'll end up loving the heirs, blah blah blah, and it's like, I don't know, like halfway through this book, I'm like, I want to kill them.
I mean, yeah, I still want to kill them.
Yeah.
I don't think they're good people.
Yeah,
they're not good people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that moment, and I think anytime you choked on a drink is always a classic. A classic Mackenzie.
I was gonna say, yeah, the one that we have on video, and I find it occasionally of where like I've just spat my drink everywhere and it's like running down my face.
Yeah, that's so funny. And then just, this isn't like a moment, maybe not, yeah, it's not really an achievement or moment per se, but there was just something about when we recorded the Verity bonus chapter. It was just, I don't know, it was just so good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It really popped off on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and you also just in general, you always come up with like zingers.
Thanks. I think another favorite was like getting through House of Night.
Oh yeah, like, we struggled.
And like by the end of it, we're just like, I remember like one of them, I just DNF'd, and you were like, "Oh, I actually really enjoyed this one," and I'm just like, I hated it. Like we were talking about it, and I said like, and it was about the bulls, and I was saying how much I hated it, and you're like, "That's what I liked."
Yeah. House of Night had its moments.
Yeah. And then another one that was like funny, I guess it's like funny favorite moments, was in Haunting Adeline when Zaid got upset that they'd lost some girls or something. And I was like, oh, this is the moment I started to like him. And you're like, I don't fucking care what he feels.
Yeah, no. Zaid is irredeemable. Now that you've popped off, I remember specifically in the From Blood and Ash books, like you were really passionate about the fact that Castiel described Poppy's essence as honeydew, and you were like, why not like a nectarine or something like that? It was so good. Oh, I really should have looked through our old TikToks before recording.
I've got like 10 honeydews in the fridge at work now. I can't look at them the same. I forgot about that.
I feel like I've never seen a honeydew in my life. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know.
Oh, they're so good. I love them. They do taste good.
But yeah, like I remember just even in general when we record, and I know you've said, or we both said something like witty or funny or like really deep and meaningful, like I'll be like, or I'll try and timestamp it so I can turn it into a TikTok later. But yeah, off the top of my head, unfortunately, nothing else seems to come to mind. But other than those notable moments that I just mentioned.
I feel like at the start, maybe not at the start, maybe in the middle when we were hitting our groove, like when we started being like, okay, we can disagree with each other, like.
Yeah, like now it just doesn't even matter. I'm like, I just question your sanity anytime you're like, it's like a dark book or a dark character, and you're like, I like this, and it's like, Kenzie, come on now, be so fucking for real, bitch, be fucking for real.
Okay.
Oh, there was one specifically as well. Oh, it's in my mind, but I don't remember. Maybe it was the hunting Adeline thing, and it was yeah. I don't know excellent moment, peak us moment was when we were trying to figure out if a gun needs to be cocked to be loaded or whatever.
How I'm sexually attracted to a ghost.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Oh yes,
so
googling like
weird shit.
The safeties, like something about a gun being cocked, like.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? I feel like we were talking about if it was loaded.
It wasn't Haunting Adeline. It was one of the Emily McIntyre ones.
Oh yeah.
In the alley.
Twisted. No, Twisted.
It might have been.
No, Wretched. It was the Wizard of Oz one.
Oh yes. Yeah. Good times.
And then like that was the first introduction of gunplay I've ever read in my life, and then a few weeks later, boom, Haunting Adeline and more fucking gunplay.
Gunplay should just not be a thing.
No. Yeah. I just keep thinking, help, I'm attracted to a ghost, question mark. And all the questionable things that you just had to Google. Like, but imagine authors having to Google that information. Like,
I've seen like a text post. Sorry, back in like the Tumblr days.
Oh.
And it's like imagining like authors like Googling things, but it's like first you Google like, please do not put me on a list, I'm writing a book, and then they Google like best way to like hide a dead body, like.
Yeah, all little tips and tricks. Life hack.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine how insufferable Tumblr would be if it was still like popping off, but as like a Tumblr book talk sort of space.
They really
like, insufferable.
Censored it a lot because like even like you can like Tumblr's still active, but like so I can go on and like even like a bunch of stuff on my blog has been like censored or like wiped.
Yeah, look, I'm just gonna say it outright, and it's funny. My work friend even said to me, like, ever since like the porn got removed, relatively removed, like Tumblr's gone downhill. So that's why Tumblr is downhill. But I'm just imagining like how it would pop off if it had its own like book. I'm sure it does now have a book talk sort of community.
Yeah.
Or book
well, I
talk,
remember John Green
space.
was like super active on Tumblr.
Oh yeah. I remember Taylor Swift was active in her peak eras too. And Halsey is also known for being an active Tumblr girl back in the day.
Okay. Can you do you want to put the stuff in the dryer first and then add your stuff to the wash?
Yeah, I haven't explored Tumblr in a while. Maybe you should try and find the book space. I wonder what their opinions of like ACOTAR are.
Yeah.
Not as crazy and as unhinged as on TikTok or anything.
But I feel like they're like actors, like the bookish ball actors would be even more insufferable on Tumblr. Like,
here's the thing that always gets me is like, do these people actually, or book talk people, do they actually look like, Reese and Tamlin, or is it just like we've accepted particular fan art and we're just drawing off of the fan art?
Well, I know
that
there's
makes them
like
look like them.
Yeah, one as well.
Wait, I've said this before, and I think you've said that there's like a coloring book
There's a coloring book, like an official licensed coloring book. So
that's obviously canon of what they look like.
Yeah.
I always keep forgetting that, and I just reminded myself.
Oh, I think there's one like I can't remember his name, but I know I'm sure there's a lot of them that like what the one time like a book talk or whatever has like, oh my god, this person like reminds me of Resand.
Yeah, I don't get those vibes for anybody.
Guess it's mine now. If you put it on, I'm sure you can stretch it out. Stretch it out. I'll buy you a new one. Sorry. Like, Book Talk has like commented and been like, oh my god, yeah, like you remind me of Reason. And then like their content and stuff like probably hasn't even been like Book Talk, but then they get that and like, this is how I'm gonna get the views. So then they like change their entire content and stuff.
And they pander.
Yeah.
I remember specifically Like, I haven't been on our potty TikTok for a little bit, but I remember one time I was on, there was some criticisms of a particular guy who got popular on BookTok. I think it's because people thought he looked like a particular BookTok character, like I don't know who. And then he became quite popular and famous that like he got a book deal. And then everyone starts complaining like, oh, because he's a guy and he's a part of like a relatively woman-dominated sort of thing, like they put him up on a pedestal and everything, and now he suddenly gets book deals, and then everyone's like crack the shits about that or are jealous about that because there's millions of indie authors who, you know, would do anything to have this sort of opportunity, but just because he's a relatively attractive man in a woman sort of dominated space, it's like suddenly he has the world at his feet. Oh, meme of the century. Oh, like Australian meme of the year, of course.
Yeah, I was talking about it today, and I was like, I'm glad she was found guilty, and I'm like, she could have gotten away with it if she was just a little bit smarter.
Yeah. I think she must have been like just impulsive as well, I feel like. You know what? I might keep this in just for the world to know. A notorious event had occurred last year, the Great Beef Wellington poisoning. That killed 3 or 4 people. Beef Wellington Gate. And the woman, Erin, that's it, Erin Pattinson, she's just been found guilty today, and like, huzzah. But like, it's such a bizarre story. And the way they were framing the narrative early on, like claiming like family sort of issues and like maybe the dad's not like the best guy.
Yeah, but it's like you still don't murder people.
Yeah. But the fact that she Googled like about death cap mushrooms and then a period of time later, you know, her or ex-family members or whatever die of the same thing. It's like, yeah, be so for real. Be smart.
And threw out her dehydrator and served her and her kids different meals.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, that's as obvious as you're gonna get. Yeah, and then I just lost interest in the entire case after that sort of initial sort of statements. But yeah, the way they framed it, yeah. I thought it was going to be like more of a plot twist sort of thing, but no, it was just like stock standard, maybe sort of hatred, resentment, bitterness, fighting over money potentially. I think that was how the narrative was made up as well. But at the end of the day, she killed 4 and attempted another one, so it's not great. Hi everyone, so turns out my mic had cut out again and I didn't even realise, so we didn't even get a chance to record properly the outro and the rest of the episode, but I'm pretty sure we ended there at Mushroom Gate / Beef Wellington Gate, so that's all good. And so yeah, that concludes this episode of Letterboxd Book Club. You can find us on the socials, Instagram, TikTok, etc. We are Linktree is in the bio. Follow us all there, and yeah, stay safe out there. Thanks for listening to this little tangent. Goodbye.